Hello, boys and girls. It's Tony Baloney here. I decided today that since it's such beautiful weather, I would do some gardening. And I'm going to dig a hole for my potatoes. I found the world's biggest shovel. Well, it's not really a big shovel, is it? Maybe I won't be digging today, but I am thinking about gardening because I was talking to my friend Zebediah Snotnose. I told you about him before. Zebediah Snotnose lives with his mum, and he decided to use this time to plant a garden. Now, what do you put in a garden, boys and girls? You could put flowers, you could put vegetables. He decided to grow carrots. Now, where's the best place to put your garden? That's right, put it up on the roof of your house. And that's what Zebediah Snotnose did. Right on the roof of his house, he put a garden. And then he planted a little carrot seed. And he waited. His mum said, do you think this is a good idea, Zebediah? Oh, yes, it is. Well, he waited until the carrot grew until it was this size. And his mum said, Zebediah, might this be a good time to climb up onto the garden and pull out the carrot? He said, oh, no, mother dear. Wait till it gets a little bit bigger. So he waited until it got to this size, and his mother said, Zebediah, get up on the roof and pluck out that carrot. He said, oh no, mother dear, wait till it gets a little bit bigger. So he waited until the carrot was this size. His mother said, get up onto the roof and dig out the carrot. He said, oh no, mother dear, let's wait till it gets a bit bigger. So he waited until it went from my nose all the way to your nose. And his mum said, Zebediah, get up and take that carrot out of the garden on the roof. He said, oh no, mother dear, wait till it gets a little bit bigger. And it grew and it grew and it grew until it went from my nose to your nose and onto your next door neighbour's nose. The carrot was so huge that the roof began to buckle under the weight. And his mother said, Zebediah, get up there and pluck out that carrot. And he said, oh no, mother. And then she hit him over the head with a dead fish. And he said, okay, mum, I'll go up and I'll take out the carrot. So he went up onto the roof. And he grabbed the carrot like this. And he pulled and he tugged and he tugged and he pulled and he pulled and he tugged and he fell over backwards. He landed on the ground and he looked up at the roof. And there was the carrot, still there. So there was a little boy about your size passing by. And he said, little boy, will you come up and help me? So they climbed up onto the roof and Zebediah Snotnose grabbed the carrot. The little boy grabbed Zebediah Snotnose. And they pulled and they tugged and they tugged and they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they fell over backwards onto the ground. And they looked up and there was the carrot, still stuck there. So there was a little girl about your size. And they said, little girl about your size, will you come up and help us? And she did. So Zebediah Snotnose grabbed the carrot. The boy grabbed Zebediah. The girl grabbed the boy. And they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they tugged and they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they fell over backwards. And they landed on the ground and they looked up and the carrot was still stuck there. At that point, there was a little dog about your size passing by. And they said, little dog about your size, will you come up and help us? And the dog said yes. So they climbed onto the roof and Zebediah Snotnose grabbed the carrot. The boy grabbed Zebediah. The girl grabbed the boy. And the little dog bit the girl's bum. And they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they tugged and they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they fell over backwards. And they looked up and the carrot was still stuck there. At that point, there was a little butterfly fluttering by. And they said, little butterfly fluttering by, will you come up and help us? And the little butterfly said, well, I'm small, I'm not much good, but I'll do my best. Every hand helps. So they climbed onto the roof, and Zebediah Snotnose grabbed the carrot. The boy grabbed Zebediah. The girl grabbed the boy. The little dog bit the girl's bum. And the little butterfly grabbed the dog's tail and began fluttering his wings. And they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they tugged and they pulled and they pulled and they tugged and they fell over backwards. And the carrot was no longer still up there. The carrot fell down right on top of them. And they had managed to get the carrot out of the garden. Oh, the little butterfly had helped. Well, boys and girls, that's my story. I've got to disappear now because I've been invited to a party where they're going to have carrot soup, and we're going to follow it by roast carrot and then maybe some boiled carrot. And for dessert, we're having a carrot cake. You can guess who's throwing that party. It's my friend, Zebediah Snotnose. Good night, one and all.